What's going on, people? It's your boys from Chilling with the Jays podcast. I am one of your co-hosts, Jay,
Damn.
Don Provolone,
Dom.
Jeffrey Brosco, whatever you want to call. I am. I'm your man. I'm your best friend. Your mother. Let's bring it back to the original. Your mother's best friend. Your girl's best friend.
Whoa, the mother's
That's
best
that
friend.
OG.
Yo,
He's
this,
back.
bruh,
Dropping panties.
dropping
straight
them.
up. Do it straight
Do
up.
it,
Shout out
bro.
to Destiny raiding panties. And we got a good episode. We're gonna introduce introduce the man himself, the Big Island.
The Big
But
Island.
before we do that, we gotta do something special, yo, real quick, because
shit, talk to
we are
us.
both of Puerto Rican descent,
Yes, absolutely.
and we gotta say what's going on the island right now is extremely fucked up. So God, blessings and prayers goes out to every single person that's on that island, and I hope to God some type of real relief comes. Because there's some crazy shit going on right now down there, man. It's complete anarchy.
Yeah.
Complete anarchy down there, and nobody seems to give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So blessings and prayers to everybody out there on the island.
Yeah, amen to that. Amen to that. That's
Definitely.
Thank you. That's what it is, bro. Shout out to my family, make it happen. I gotta say, I gotta also shout out the family members that are in it, and they're rocking out that as positive of an attitude as you can be. Mad blessings for y'all, but mad prayers to you guys as well. It's like a long road, so
Oh yeah,
much love, much love,
much love. But
do
let's
what
get
you
back
can,
to Chilling with
people.
the Jays. Let's do the people on the island justice by making it a banger of an episode.
Let's do it.
So who are you, yo?
Me?
Who's this guy talking, giving shout outs and shit?
Right? This fucking co-hosting and shit. It's your boy Juan. Me. The other guy. The guy who kind of lays down the law with the gargantuan voice and the size to match. Shout out to me. Boom, boom, boom. But yeah, man. Nothing but love to everybody. Thank you guys for coming back for another episode of Chilling with the Jays. This is episode 55. And as Jay so eloquently put it, we are about to hit you guys over the head with another banger of an episode. And it's actually going to be a pretty fun one. I'm kind of excited for this. Jay shot me with this idea of, hey, let's do some lightning round of questions. The beauty behind this shit is that I don't know what the questions are. So I'm going to be freestyling some of these answers. So, bro.
That's what this is all about. This is what the rapid fire is about.
Yeah, bro.
So let's get right into it, man. First off, let's see.
Oh, bro.
First question. Rapid fire list. If you could buy any type of food right now, what would you buy?
Steak.
That's nice right there. Me? Lasagna.
Ooh, get it.
Yeah. What did you get? Let's get it for real.
Oh,
second one. What color is your toothbrush?
Orange. It's an orange tooth.
Mine's blue and white.
Oh, all right. I see what's going on over there. Little fucking Duke.
Yep. Yeah, Duke Energy. Fuck them. And
yo, shout out to negative shout outs to all that situation.
Negative shout out Twitter at Duke Energy. Fuck you _ If you could be any animal, what would you be and why?
Oh shit, we're going down this route.
Yeah, we getting deep. We getting deep.
All right, so my ass, I would love to be a motherfucking leopard, simply because them motherfuckers are predators. They smooth and they slick, and they do have a moment in time where they get to just like lay down after like eating. So I'd be a motherfucking leopard. I'd be a big ass leopard too. I'd be like,
yeah, I don't think you
I'd
could
be
be
like
one.
a mistake of a leopard. They'd be like, yo, what the fuck is up with that leopard? This guy's huge.
You'd be an outcast.
Yeah, I'd be an outcast.
You'd be trying to get up the trees and snapping branches and shit on the way.
This motherfucker is not gonna get no owls.
No.
Stick to the fucking rodents. Yeah, man. So a leopard.
They got to drag carcasses up into trees and shit because that's where they store their food at. So you ain't gonna be able to get up there, bro.
Hell nah. I'm gonna be like a lean one then, because I gotta like eat it mad quick, but then go to the next one.
Yeah. You
a mistake of a leopard, people, but a leopard nonetheless. How about you, bro?
Gorilla.
Okay, shit.
The reason why is because I'm, most relatable right there. They like eating food and fucking, and they're mad strong.
Boom.
Straight up and down. Let's get to the fucking point. What's your favorite superhero and why?
Oh shit. Oh, you gonna make me think on this one. You son of a person. All right, if we're gonna go like on some like what we normally know as like the superheroes, that the basic ones. Well, I guess not so basic. I would most probably like to be I mean, I don't know. I like Bishop a lot from X-Men, or at least I think he ended up going into X-Force. I don't know. Something about that dude was dope. Like his ass would absorb other people's powers and then like give them like cuss them out real quick and then shoot them with their own powers. I thought that was badass. It's a dick move, which is probably why I like Bishop. Plus, the name is Bishop, bro. Like I also love Chest. The name's tough.
That's tough.
And on top of that, my motherfucker's brown. He's a brown character. He ain't white. He ain't black. He's brown, just like I. So yeah. What about you, bro?
Wolverine, straight up. Why?
Because you look like Hugh Jackman. You right.
Yes, I don't know. I've been getting
shout out
Hugh
to
Jackman
Pa.
for like shout out to Pa right now. Been getting called Hugh Jackman for like 8-9 years now, and I don't see the resemblance, but I guess it's there. The reason being is because the number one, obviously the regeneration right there. You know, we've done it in a previous episode, way back when I'd be jumping off roofs and shit to test it.
To test it out, yep.
Crack my shit open. This is rooftop. Shout out,
Joel.
Joel. Jump off the roof, crack my neck, and see how fast I can regenerate. You know what I mean? And of course, you'll be alive a lot longer because he was regenerating his own cells in his body, so he was like not really dying.
Would you
know what I'm saying?
Would you take the adamantium as well?
That's part of Wolverine, so I got no choice. But if I had the choice, I would say no, because that's what ultimately killed him.
Some bitches.
So nah, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't. I don't know. But I take it because that'd be cool. You can like jump in front of trucks and shit.
Yep.
Just to do it. You know what I mean?
And there's nothing better than stopping a truck with your body.
Yeah, straight up.
Real talk.
Straight up and down. Problem is when you're fucking, they might come out. The claws.
You know
what I mean?
Oh God. Shit.
Wait a minute. Shit. I was playing. Right. There's so much blood.
All right. When we call the police, just say it was a mistake.
Yep. Sorry about that. I wonder if you cut your own dick off, will it regenerate? That's a question for another time. I got to look that up.
Yeah.
Definitely got to go to Stanley.com and look at the details on cutting cock off and see if it comes back. Who do you admire the most? Oh, you got to be careful on this one.
Oh shit! On this, who do I admire the most?
Yeah, who you have most admiration for on the planet?
My parents.
There can only be one.
My parents. I was joking. Bro, they're a unit, bro. That to me, they're one and the same. But if this is kind of wet. This is where you got to pick and choose. I'm gonna say that my dad will probably listen to this episode. So my dad, but also my mom. I don't know, man. That's a hard one to decide. But like straight up and down, all I can really fully say is like my parents, like my mom and dad. If for one person, we'll just shout out my dad. Not that he's above my mom ever. Is that we seen Pa do it, bro. We seen a man who's a a Puerto Rican gentleman who's have to navigate through like the political system, who's had to deal with making sure like churches are built. You know what I mean? Like he's gone across the spectrum of things to do. Somehow, some fucking way, he has his own day in Miami. There's a holiday named after him. How do you do that? You can ask Pa. And yeah, man. So a great admiration for my father. So shout out to him.
Big time.
Big time.
That's the fucking man right there.
Yeah. This is this one's for you, Dad.
Yeah.
Shout out with that laugh.
Yeah, he'll understand. That's the inside joke. If you don't understand it, fuck you. I wasn't meant for you anyway. Boom. And the next for me on that one, I would say admiration. Honestly, I can't answer that question. Because obviously I love my mother.
True.
But I have admiration and like love are two different things. So admiration, I admire my mother. But I also I admire all my boys that I grew up with.
Oh man, shout out, bro. We're chilling with the Jays.
That's we're gonna have to insert that right there. So definitely, and of course, my woman too as well.
Yeah, shout out.
They all fall up under that same umbrella. I can't like basically if there was like bullets, a bullet flying at one or the other, I would try my best to catch them all.
Just
you know what I mean?
Ash Ketchum going on. I like how you said there can only be one, but you like decided to have an admiration for like a grand group of people.
Hey man, you're the big guy, yo.
True.
So you know what I mean. You have bigger obstacles to face. So I had to give you one. Do you love your mom or dad? Go.
Go.
That's what that was.
I can't say out loud.
Shit. I don't know. That's the question. Let's see. Favorite summer activity, and these are all. By the way, these are all questions that people gave me.
Oh,
like they were like
up.
telling us to say on the show.
All right, and much love to each and every one of y'all for asking us these questions. Definitely fucking happy for that shit.
Hell yeah.
All right, best summer activity for me. Ooh, I think my best. It's like if we're gonna go with my young self, it would have been like just all the days of being able to play fucking video games.
Jerking off and no school.
Jerking off and then yelling at Ma like, stop! I'm not done.
I'm beating the bishop. Shout out to the other question.
Yeah. So dumb. But summer activity, man. I'm not gonna lie. I never did it a lot, but it was one of the dopest things to do in the summer. Was like visit the water, man. Like going to the lakeside or going to the beach or some shit like that. And I think yeah, man. And I think why that was my favorite activity is probably because I didn't do it a lot. So when I did get to do it, it was something very special. It was something different. Because us, we was living up in mountains and trees and narrow ass streets. Shout out to stank ass Hartford, Park Street. What up? Also East Granby, tall trees and mountains to the top. But yeah, man. So I think going to the beach, man, that was definitely a good summer activity.
Go to the beach.
How about you, bro?
Nice. Okay, so we're doing a two-parter now, and I guess younger self versus now self.
Yeah, bro.
Type of scenario. Younger self was, I would say, riding bikes.
Riding bikes, bro.
With you, bro.
Nice.
Let's keep it real.
Let's keep it real, bro. No, man, riding. That's what's up, dude.
Right.
Shit.
Riding bikes with you, bro. That's the younger self. And then, because I couldn't really jerk off the way I wanted to. Because my mother didn't like, she was one of those parents like closed doors. Like if your door was closed, automatically she thought you doing something you shouldn't have been doing.
Yeah, there's a problem.
There's a problem because, like, honestly, what is a little kid doing in the room by himself with a closed door?
Jerking off.
Jerking off. But, in reality, I was either lighting some shit on fire or jerking off.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Disinfectant cans with the lighter and just doing flamethrower and pretending I was like in like a movie or something, City Hall's on fire.
Let me beat off
somebody
the
fucking flamethrower guy, shit like that. Younger, so that was riding bikes with my boys and surprisingly suburbia of United States. Mm-hmm. I understand we lived in a very whack ass area, but at the same time I wouldn't change at least that portion of my childhood I would not have changed. That stint of living in that area, that 5 or 6 years where we lived up there on the side of the mountain. I wouldn't change that.
It was a good time, man. I would never.
That was the highlight of my childhood because after that things just spiraled into a whole different scenario. But adult self, bro, I like this is gonna, everybody's like, what the fuck is this guy's problem? Summer, I like to run in the summer.
Okay.
That's my favorite time to, my adult self. I actually look forward to doing it. Like when it's mad hot outside for some reason, I like to go for like a 3 or 4 mile jog, man. For some reason, I get a clear head. Yep. And I like it, bro. You know what I mean?
Get a clear head, man. That's what's up.
Yeah. I think about everything because it's just you. You're out there by yourself. Nobody knows where you're at.
Yep.
All you really can do is just try to get through your run. And I'm not trying to beat records or sprint. I'm just trying to just casually run. Yeah, casually run. And then just think about life and how to figure shit out. Some of the worst scenarios in my life I figured out running.
That's what's up, yo.
And that's keeping it real right there.
Yeah, man.
But next question. If a movie was made of your life, what genre would it be and who would play you?
Bro, it'd be a motherfucking comedy and John Leguizamo.
He's gonna have to rock some stilts.
He's gonna rock some stilts. There's gonna be a lot of camera angles that are gonna be lower, looking up, make him look bigger. But John Leguizamo, why not? That or it's either gonna be him or The Rock. But I say John Leguizamo because he's Hispanic, even though I am the tropical Samoan and The Rock is actually Samoan.
Well, The Rock.
What do you think?
If Rock wasn't The Rock and we didn't know who he was, and he was just chilling in San Juan, you would think he's Puerto Rican.
Oh God, yeah,
you know what I mean?
Oh,
he's just a big ass Puerto Rican. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he is. And I got to keep it real. I wouldn't be able to be The Rock because that motherfucker has muscles for days, and I'm just a regular fucking guy. So John Leguizamo, shout out. That's it. Comedy, John Leguizamo, and it'll be called This Fucking Guy Won. That's the name of the fucking movie. And
I think it'll be called Ralph Dungeon.
It'll be Ralph. Oh, bro, shit. Yo, let's not bring that out. But on some real shit, let's bring that out. Ralph Dungeon.
I think it'll be Ralph Dungeon to keep it real, yo. That's a tough name too, because it would bring other people like, oh, this is a kind of curious title, right? Let's go check it out. That's cool. The next thing, flipping over bikes, fucking, shout out to church events, all types of shit back then.
Shout out to church events. Ralph Dungeon
was always at flipping events and shit. I'm like, yo, but what about our bike riding, yo? You know what I mean? Who the fuck am I gonna ride bikes with if you're gone all the time?
So many church trips, yo. So many church trips.
Like far ones too. Like the fucking God took your ass a lot, bro. Far away.
Yo, I'm over here chilling with the angels and shit, aka just a bunch of other colored people who believe in God.
God living in MMO, grouping up with a bunch of people going on quests and shit.
Bro, in a real sense, there was like a quest type of lifestyle to them things, bro. There was always like an objective, like, yo, go to that room. Meet up with people who are like you, talk about God. Yep. When you've completed that objective, go to lunch. Shit like that. So.
Yo, isn't that where you met that girl at?
Yep.
Way back when? Was it a church?
Yep.
Yo, you're fucking, you were using fucking God for get pussy, bro.
Yo, I swear to goodness, bro. That was a crazy time in my life. Because I really tried to keep that relationship. She was in Hawaii. I was in Connecticut. Yo, there's something about me and long distance relationships.
Yeah, that's your move, yo.
That was my move, bro. God damn. Fuck all that, dude. Shout out to Katie Joe for being as local as the room next door. So
exactly.
That's what it is.
Exactly. AKA living with your ass. I appreciate you having the same zip
code. So how about you, bro? One. Your movie, your genre, your main actor.
I would say young De Niro back in like Raging Bull days.
Yep, I see you.
I would see like a gangster comedy, I would say.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I had a somewhat of a good childhood, but then I didn't, and I ran through nothing but problems coming up. Weird ass scenarios that you know of that nobody else knows of, and never really happened to anybody else. You know what I mean?
It was really just you. Yeah.
Just shit I had to figure out. So I would say like that, but also I always kept it comical. I always laughed about it and shit like that. So I would say like some type of comedy mixed in, but definitely some type of gangster type of coming up, getting out type of movie. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I think it would be called Gangster Laugh.
Gangster Laugh. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds like a comedy special, bro.
It does, right?
Starring Mike Epps and young ass De Niro.
Exactly. That's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah, man. That's a good one. I like that. The gangster
man.
laugh. Get your chuckles on, but with some diesel ass muscles.
What was going on? I was always trying to keep it light. You know what I mean?
True.
That's
true.
So that's just me right there. But
that's what's up, man. But that's good though. That you ended up like handling that tough life with the right mentality. Staying positive, laughing, and just making sure that you kept moving.
You kind of get numb to it. That's the thing. Like you there's only two options you can take. Really, is you get numb to it and you kind of just. You expect for it to happen, so you don't really. It's not a surprise when it does. You feel me? Yeah, you're just so used to it happening. You're kind of like, okay, whatever. Yeah. I'm just gonna have to figure out how to get through it. That's all.
You ever laugh, but you wasn't laughing?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. You laugh. The situation's so fucked up. You're laughing, but at the same situation, you're laughing at you can't believe that it's happening. You know what I mean?
Yep. It's just like this.
I can't believe this shit is going down right now. So
it's crazy, man. Bro. Them moments like. I know we're veering away from the questions, but just those moments that we as people, that we face where the camera almost zooms out from your life and you're just looking at yourself and you're fucking like, I really can't motherfucking believe I'm here. Like, I can't believe this happened. I can't believe I said that, or I can't believe that person did that. And here I am. Like, that's a weird thing to have happen. It's interesting, but it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's true.
It's like you really get to see how much of your life you're not in control of,
Yeah.
Because that's the fucking truth. So,
which is like 90% of the time. Unless you're some multi-millionaire trust fund baby, something like that type of scenario where you got so much money that you literally can just pay people to, control your life, like, organize your shit to the point all you really got to do is wake up. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's a different scenario. But other than that, if you're working Joe like us, our life is really not up to us like that, man. When we're home, maybe a little bit, but
maybe a little bit.
We wouldn't be able to have what we have or do what we do or experience what we experience if somebody didn't like us personally to hire us for their company. You know what I mean?
That's the fucking truth. Hell yeah.
So without that job, we wouldn't be doing this fucking podcast right now.
Nope. That's the truth,
it's crazy. It's crazy,
nuts,
but we
man.
try to act like we're in control, but really it's really not up to us at the end of the day.
We're just like headlock in the air. That's it.
Exactly. What's up? Walking around like we're in control, but in reality, we're just driving a Cherokee.
Yep. You fucking asshole.
Shit. Yeah, what? Okay, here we go. Get right back into it here. I got they sent mad questions here, bro.
I like it though.
Any flavor ice cream? What the fuck is that? Nah, this ain't. We ain't about that life. What is your dream job?
Ooh, what is my dream job? My dream job would probably be to be an author. That'd be.
What kind of book?
Fiction, like fantasy, sci-fi, stuff like that. Something to.
Got you.
But not so like. I hate that I always forget the names of particular authors, but there is this South American author, very famous. I don't think it's Neruda because he's a poet, but it was an author who would write fantasy books, but they were rooted in our reality, like on our earth, like things that we can see the way we would live lives now, but with the spark of like magic or a spark of like some special technology type of shit. I'd like more of that. You know what I mean? So, but an author would be my dream job. How about you?
That's nice. Mm-hmm. That is nice, bro. If I had to work a job, obviously, my dream would be not to work.
Boom, but power,
straight up and down. But if I had to work and it was a job, it would be owning like we talked before, owning a wine vineyard, owning a very nice restaurant.
Oh, nice, bro.
One of those two, bro.
I like that, yo. Like, would you charge for breadsticks? Bread, or is that like complimentary in your restaurant?
That's complimentary as fuck right there.
I like that. See,
if anybody tries to, if somebody trying to make me charge people for it, I'd shove a breadstick up your ass. That'd be the
response.
That'd be the response right there. Yeah.
This is my dream job.
I won't charge, but what I will do for you, I'll take both pieces. I'll snap a breadstick in half, and I'm gonna shove them both up your ass. How about we do that one? That's a good compromise for you. That's what that would be right there.
What would you name your restaurant, bro?
I would say Italiarican.
Italiarican. Okay, I like it.
Yep. It'll be Italian / Hispanic cuisine.
Not just food. Cuisine.
Not just food. Cuisine, and I haven't seen nobody with that combo anywhere.
Which is hilarious because if you think about it, every event from when I was 0 years old to now that those are Puerto Ricans, they always had like lasagna or pasta. It was always like arroz con gandules and lasagna or some fucking baked ziti and fucking beans. Like it was, Puerto Ricans love to like integrate Italian food into their mix. So
yeah, definitely.
I'm surprised that's not a thing, especially when you think about this. They got Chinese restaurants like in the city that also serve plátanos and tostones. Like, yo, let me get that pork fried rice with fucking tostones and shit. Like
they're all over Kissimmee. Like
they was up there
the Puerto Rican Chinese restaurants. I forgot what they're called, but like there's like a chain of them in Kissimmee.
That's crazy. See, but yo, so now you know, bro. You got a lane. You got a lane. Your dream job can be the real job.
Yeah. That'd be tough. But vineyard would be tough too, man. Just chill back, look at your land, just drinking wine and shit.
Yup, making sure.
What else could you want, man? What you making sure who's all right?
No, the grapes. Like you sitting there walking with the viniculture cats and just getting it in.
Hell yeah, man. Somewhere I would do it in. If I could, I'd do it in somewhere maybe. What the fuck was that part of Cali you took me, bro? Tequila or some shit?
Oh, Temecula.
Temecula? Yeah, that place.
Yep, tequila, bro.
Yeah.
Yep. Southern California.
Somewhere like that where it's like mad empty. But if you really, really wanted to, you could go into a city. You feel me?
Yeah, sure.
But that's obviously not where I want to go like that. But once in a blue moon, I would go in there real quick. But like, I'll be far enough where I'm not near that bullshit.
Here's a question for you that I have. Do you hate the city or do you really hate the city?
I really hate the city.
Yeah, same here. Well, now that
I really hate the city, and it's not just L.A.
No, just city,
LA.
like just being
city,
in a
city, metro life. I don't like that.
I feel like being in a city, like you're constantly in MMA chokeholds.
Yes,
like you're just like you get out. There's traffic. There's people honking the horn. There's people looking at you. Like I don't want you to look at me. I don't want to see your car on my street. I want that street to be my street because that's the thing about being in the countryside. That long ass road is your driveway. I like that.
Yep.
So
I like that.
All right.
I don't see why anybody be hating on it because a lot of people from the city who grew up in the city, anybody that's not from the city, they're automatically considered like a hick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True, right? Like
they're just hicky. They live in hick land and shit like that. And that's where it's at, man. That's where life is because you feel like you can breathe. You feel like you can stretch. You feel like you can be. You feel like you can move fluid. When you're in a city, you feel rigid. You feel pissed off. You feel like everybody's on you the whole time. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's not. And you're always on the hustle, fast. You always got to feel like you got to get somewhere. Even though you're not really going nowhere, you feel like you need to get somewhere, you know?
Yep. Exactly.
I ain't about that shit. That's why I live in suburbia right now. I live in East Granby, Connecticut with palm trees. Shout out.
Yeah, that's a pretty big shout out, bro.
It is, man. But I live 15 minutes from Orlando still, but I live in like a really, really small suburban town. And that's, the closest thing to the countryside I can get.
It's almost as good of a combination as Italian Rican cuisine.
Almost,
mm-hmm.
man. Almost. So, let's keep it. That's brass tacks talk right there. Okay, let's get back into these questions here.
Mm-hmm.
When I dance, I look like with a question mark.
Wow. When I dance, I look like me. That's really
nice.
That's it. Not that I'm the most super unique and I'm doing something extravagant, but I can definitely cut some rug. But then I'm cutting rug for a 6'4" man who weighs 250 pounds. You tell me.
Power.
I would say Terry Crews maybe, because he's a big dude who could do the robot. But once again, his muscle definition is on extreme, aka opposite of me. You feel me? So no, when I'm on the dance floor, I look like Juan. That's why they say go Juan, not go somebody else. No, that's not how it works. They say go Juan. I'm Juan.
They call me Juan because my name is Juan.
That's it. Yo, shout out to Popper for the basic. Hey, if you want to get money, you need to work.
Yeah, and you work straight up.
Thanks, Pop.
You have a lot of problems in your life. Stop having them.
Yes.
Like, what else could you want? And it's funny because this guy can say those things.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because he's the example of like successful man. You know what I mean? So he can say those things.
I wanna. We gotta highlight this. I don't think we said it on the podcast, but this is how basic pie is. We have a friend named Mike. He's a firefighter in Connecticut. Huge shout out to Mike. Much love.
Big one, bro. Big one.
He's having a conversation with my father, a.k.a. Pa, for people who ain't following along. Pa goes in. He's like, you might be a firefighter, but I'm the one that puts out the fires. Who the fuck says that? Out of nowhere with a suit on and some wine. Like
walked up to him. He went out of his way to let Mike know. No. Like, listen, man, I'm the man regarders of what you're trying to do with your life.
You may have the badge, but I created metal, so fuck off.
Yeah, so
fucking Pa. Shout out to you, Dad.
Yeah, big one. I hope he listens to this one, man.
Man, hell yeah.
Definitely, bro. I'm looking forward to seeing him again.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, shout out to Payo. Every time I see him, it's like he greets me for the first time. Every time, you know what I mean?
Ain't nothing but 100% love. Just like
all the time. Hey, Bolo, my son.
Yo,
like shit, man. Are you my dad? Like at this point, like damn, man, I'm feeling like this is my dad right now. You know,
my son, my boy,
my boy.
Oh man, how about you? Yo, that dance question back to you.
Dance question back to me. What does Jay look like? I probably look like I probably look like a guy that doesn't look like he knows how to dance, and all of a sudden they realize he can't. You know what I mean?
Whoa, wait, no, he doing spins out there, and they're good.
Yeah.
There's some
Wait a
spins.
minute. Wait a minute. You know what I mean? So, because everybody tells me, like, I didn't know, I didn't know you know how to dance. I didn't know you could do that, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, yeah, it probably look like that.
Yep.
Like, I look like a jerk with a spin move, like a fucking asshole who knows how to do a slide.
A jerk with a spin move.
Yep, that's how I probably look for sure. And let's get into the next one, rapid fire, because we're closing in. 15, 20 minutes left here. Let's see. Who have you met that you wish you hadn't?
Wow. Yo, we ain't gonna go into saying names, but there's a dude that I met in Florida when I was working at FedEx, and you met him. Yeah. Well, let's go with one of his. What was one of his aliases? Yo, my name is God, yo, fucking guy, dude. I wish I never.
Forget. That was 10 years ago now.
That was 10 years ago now. I forget. I remember his name. Not gonna say it, but yo, that was the wackest person. Not wackest person for real. Like, he was such a weird dude. Too weird of a dude. Like, I'll go down like one of the things that like literally with Jay and I at the club. We're at the bar, and this fucking guy he looks at both of us. He's like, I'm taking a piss right now. The fucking guy was taking a piss on the bar, just unzipped it while having a casual conversation. Was just like letting it loose in the fucking bar. Nasty. I wish I had never met that dude or ever hung out with that dude. Fuck all that. So yeah,
I remember telling you, like, yo, I'm never going out with this motherfucker again.
Ever,
so like, if you make plans with him, I don't want to go.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. And that was like, what was it? That was the second night, because the first night, in the first time I hung out with the fucking guy, we're the end of the club. I had met one of his friends who ended up being mad cool and who shared that same thought process. Like, why the fuck are we even chilling with this fucking guy? Like, I don't know what it was. But and shout out to and once again, it's 10 years ago. I forget the other dude's name, but I hope he's doing
Pete?
well. Huh?
I think his name was Pete.
Oh, you met Pete? It was Pete. He was like an artist. Yeah. He was kind of like, yeah, it was Pete. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to Pete. That dude was cool. I hope he's doing very big things right now, because he was definitely a talented cat. But the dude that I'm talking about, fuck him 2 times. This fucking guy gets into a fight because he was looking at somebody's girl. And he tried hollering at the girl while the girl was walking with her man. And the reason that me and Pete found this out was that we was walking down Orlando, and out the blue we hear, Juan, Pete, Juan, like echoing through like the buildings. And we're like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Why is this cat yelling? We come around the corner, and there's a giant circle of people, and this dude is doing, the funny part is that his ass was mad warmy. Like, he was like dodging punches and like weird fat, he was like a weird angular dude. Like, every time he would dodge a punch, it looked awkward, and it looked like he should fall, but he never fell. He was like one of them type of like weirdos. Like he was so annoying that even trying to punch him, he was annoying about how he dodged. That type of shit. And I remember me and Pete just being like, yo, what happened? And like everybody being like, yo, he just tried to holler at this dude's girl while the girl was under his arm. Like, and the dude was like, yo, what's your problem? And he kept doing it. And that was the first night. And I'm like, man, at that point I knew that we shouldn't have. And then the second night was the night that we went out. And I was like, nah, man, no more second chances. Yeah. It's like a straight R&B song. No more second chances.
None. I remember that shit too. He was talking to some dude's girl, like, who's grabbing her hand while she was holding hands with another man.
Yeah, yo.
And the dude ended up getting his boys. Man, I don't know if you remember. They all came out with suits. They all had matching suits on. They came running out and surrounded us.
Yep.
You know.
Fucking.
I mean, I just walked away. I'm like, I ain't fighting for this motherfucker. You know what I mean? I don't give a shit.
Hell no, bro.
Nah, man. Hell no. It's like first or second time I met him. I ain't fucking throwing down for his ass. You know?
Nah. Even if that was like the 6th or 7th time with that type of attitude.
No, hell nah.
It wouldn't be
for that type of shit. You don't do that type of shit. You just don't do it
at all. So fuck that guy.
You don't try to talk to people's girls, bro.
Negative shout outs. So that's the person I wish I never met. Person X.
Got you. For me, their name is Rebecca. I'm not gonna say her last name, but it was an ex-girlfriend. I wish I never experienced her or met her or even knew who the fuck she was.
Got you. Damn, that's heavy duty, bro.
Hey, man, I'm a heavy guy. I'm going to keep it real.
Yes, you are, bro. Gorilla.
Fucker.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. First, well, we already know the answer to this question. Ooh. But since we've been talking about Pa a lot, when you think of a successful person, who comes to mind first?
Yeah, well, yeah, man. It's Pa. Just Pa.
You know, straight up Pa. He's just, he's Pa. You know, if anybody happens to know somebody that just has it figured out, the game of life, this he's figured it out and he's won.
I know, right? Like it's unnatural.
Yeah.
Katie Jo and I were talking about that. We're like we're thinking, you know, and you two are in this situation. Here we are. We're starting to develop our families. You know, little by little, we're getting closer to not just being in apartments or condos, but, you know, in the next 5 years, maybe going into a house. And it's like Ma and Pa have, like, built 3 fucking houses. Like, they've purchased property, built a house on that. Like, who the fuck does that? That's, like, crazy. Like, I have that's nuts to me. That's nuts to me because I'm thinking to myself, like, how do I even fucking get an apartment that isn't like just like on a floor? You know what I mean? Like, how do I get to the townhouse condo action? You know, and these guys building houses. So yes, Pa would be one of the most successful person that I know.
Yeah, I can't get more deeper into it. Pa's the fucking man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If anybody can rock some boat shoes with khaki shorts the way he does, show me. But I bet you can't do it better than him. You know, and that's a fucking promise right there.
That's the fucking truth, Chico.
Yeah, man. This guy could take a dump in a box and put his own guarantee on it and sell it to you. You know what I mean? That's the type of guy he is.
And put his own guarantee.
And make you feel good about it. Yep, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Like, I got this pristine doo-doo right here. This shit hasn't come as 2018 doo-doo.
You know what's in this box? That real shit. You know?
Yeah,
so.
That real shit. Oh, shit. So much love to Pa again. Triple, quadruple shout outs to him, definitely.
Hell yeah. Triple D, what up?
Yeah, Triple D again, fucking guy.
We're going to keep.
He even has his own action figure.
Yeah, he do.
Shout out to that one.
I got to post that one on the Instagram.
Yeah, you do. Definitely. And tag him in it. I'll do a side-by-side shot.
Yo, do it. Yo, do it. Yes.
Yo, limited supply, Triple D action figure. Hockey. What'd I say? Hockey pucks and snap kicks.
Hockey pucks and snap kicks. That's what it is.
That's what I said. I got a good one.
What up?
I actually had a good one. I was reading. Sorry for the people, but I was reading. Like, there's so many questions I was going through. But this one is a good one because I watch a lot of movies. I know, Juan, you used to watch a lot of movies.
I used to, yeah.
You kind of slowed down, even though you're like the movie capital of the planet.
That's what it is.
What is your favorite, if you can remember one, your favorite movie quote of all time?
Ooh, damn, my favorite movie quote. Yo, oh man, I don't know if it's my favorite movie quote because I can't think of it, but it is like one of the first quotes that pops up to me is motherfucker Tropic Thunder, Kirk Lazarus. I don't read the script. Script reads me.
Yeah, that shit was
quit with that book script tip talk.
That's what he said. It's a damn script. Spit that shit out, man.
Yo, that Kirk Lazarus, Tropic Thunder, like, you could go down the line, but that's the one that comes to my mind like the quickest out of any movie line ever. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah. That's one. That's not my favorite, but one of them was the when he was talking to that dude about how to get a date.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because that's been said to me before by somebody, like way back when I was like in the teens, like kind of skeptical on how to ask a girl to date and shit like that. And then I forgot. I think it might have been Uncle D. Most likely,
it sounds like an Uncle D thing to say.
Yeah, it sounds like Uncle D. He's like, what's the problem? What are you a punk? What you do is you just look at him in the face, plant your 2 feet, and say you and me going on a date, and that's in the story. and that's it.
Carry that for the rest of your life.
Yeah, the rest of my life. So yeah, and I've actually done that before, and it actually worked. That's the fucking crazy thing about it.
Shout out.
But my favorite movie quote, it's a long quote, so I'm not even gonna say it. But the general gist of it was basically there was a lion in the jungle, and Christopher Walken said it in a movie. I can't even say the name of the movie. I forgot. It was a older, early '90s flick.
Got you.
He was saying there's a big ass king of the jungle giant, big mane, right? All the hyenas, the other lionesses, they think he's a punk because he lets them get close and close and even nibble on some of his own food, and he keep doing it and doing it and doing it to the point where they actually take his food from him. But what he does is he says enough's enough. He gets up and he starts tearing everybody's ass apart. He starts beating all the hyenas. He kills the hyenas, another lioness. He just kills everybody, because sometimes you have to eat shit in life. What that means is you have to eat shit, eat shit, eat shit, eat shit. But eventually you got to get up and show people who the king of the jungle is. You know?
Yep. That's what's up.
So you can't take shit forever. You got to get up and show people who the man is sometimes.
Yeah. Yep.
So, you know, but that's the gist of it.
And it came from Christopher Walken. Fuck.
And yeah, so you already know the deal. You already know how he explained it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So for damn sure, let's get maybe two more in here.
Yeah, I think we got time for two more.
Yeah, we got time for two more. What is? I'm speaking of it. Mariella gave me a question to ask for some goddamn reason.
It is the question.
A typical woman question. Why? How's she word it? She said, how can as men, for men, walk by something dirty and not have the first compulsion to clean it?
That is a
very typical woman type of scenario, right?
That's a good question. Well, I don't know how to answer that, simply because I am the type of person that has the compulsion to clean shit up if I walk past it and it's dirty. So that's my answer. Like I do have the compulsion. So what about you, bro?
I'm not the cleanest guy. Obviously, I clean. I'm a grown man, so I got to clean up after myself. But why don't I have the first compulsion, or why does oh shit, that's got to be clean, unless it's dramatically dirty, like if it's spilled coffee, some type of drink, or something that's gonna be just real nasty in the way, then I would have the compulsion. But let's say if there's a dirty cup on a table, something like that, or my drawers happen to be next to the bed at the moment, it ain't an emergency. That's it comes down to it. It ain't gonna impact my life or anybody else's life in the house. That's what it all comes down to. I think a lot of men can relate on that one. Absolutely. It's just a cup. It ain't going nowhere. I'm not going to leave it there forever. I'm not saying I'm not going to clean it up, but I am saying that it ain't no emergency.
Yeah. Yep.
You feel me? It's just it's a cup. I'll pick it up when I pick it up, type of scenario. So, you know, like today I mopped the floors, I cleaned the stairs, I did all the dishes, I cleaned the kitchen. So you can't say that I'm not a clean dude, but at the same time, I'm not. The first thing is not, oh, we got to clean some shit.
No.
You know? Right now, because if we don't, the whole house is going to cave in. You know, we have no choice. The Gestapo is on the way. We have to clean it. I want this place looking like an IKEA room immediately. You know,
put it in the sink. Yep.
Shut up. We can't give any signs that people live here. You know what I mean?
There's a commercial, not a commercial. You know how they do them little YouTube videos? They're just kind of like not homemade videos, but it's just like they have a little quality to it. But it's really just to go onto YouTube and Facebook for people to laugh and whatnot. There was something like that where this lady, like, they're trying to get prepared for a party, and she's basically like yelling at people to do that, and that was one of her lines. It's just like, I want to make this place look like nobody lives here. So, hey man, when you live in a place, there's gonna be some shit.
Hey man, it is, especially with a woman. As long story short, if you live with a woman, guys, just clean up some shit. Number one, it's gonna get you more pussy, and then number two, you're not gonna hear her mouth. So it's a win-win for everybody. You know what I mean? Straight up and down. And don't be a nasty motherfucker. Straight up.
Straight up.
We gotta do two more, bro. There's two more big ones.
There's two more. Oh,
there's two big ones. Two more big ones. This is first one. What is the biggest thing that you could think of that you believe in, but you know the majority of the public do not believe in it?
Yo, that's a good one. A part of my hesitation to answer this question is that I don't know if a majority of people don't believe this or just a majority of people don't really say that they believe it, but they do. Oh, here we go.
Are you stumped? If you're
No,
stumped,
I'm
bro,
not
it is
stumped.
what it is, man.
I'm not stumped, but I feel sort of bad because, all the shout outs to Pa, and I want Pa to listen to this, but I know he's going to be upset if I say this. I don't necessarily believe if Jesus Christ died for us or if he was even a person,
You're a beast.
And
I didn't expect to hear that, bro.
Yeah.
All them church trips.
Yo, like it's full circle. That's the story arc. I only say that because obviously a grand pillar of religion and the scriptures and the beliefs is all like that. It's belief and faith. You have to have faith that these things happened. You have to have faith that a man named Jesus Christ sacrificed himself and that he is the Son of God, Yeah. But and if there was a person, if Jesus Christ did exist and he did believe that that's what he was doing it for, mad blessings. If all the stories they told of him are true, mad blessings. But I don't. Maybe it's just because we live in a let me see it to believe it time, but I don't think that's necessarily true because I do believe that there is a God. And I do believe that who knows, maybe I'm coming at it from a more agnostic angle. Like there's so many ways to translate and explain who God is. Each region of the world has who they believe their God is, or their many gods. Monotheistic and
Greeks
and pantheistic. Exactly. I believe that there is a grand divine energy that channels through all of us for damn sure, simply because of how the amazing things that we can do for each other and the amazing things that we can do, for ourselves. And there's things that still aren't explained in this universe. I feel like there's a power. I don't necessarily fully lean towards science, but I don't really believe that Jesus Christ died for us. I just don't know that. I don't. I have faith that there's a God. I don't have, because the Bible, my one gripe with the Bible is that it's been written by man. Like some guy, they put their names in the chapters, like fucking Hernandez over here. His couple of topics and verses say this. It's like, what stops us in this time period from saying a bunch of stuff and putting it down on paper, and then 2,000 years later, people believe in it? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, like, think about it. Like, you're going to hear about, 2,000 years from now, you're going to hear Mark Zuckerberg's name. You're going to hear Steve Jobs. You're going to hear Donald Trump, unfortunately. Obama, fortunately. And there's just all these amazing non-amazing people that who have made an impact on this earth, whose words will last on paper, And it's just like, that's like the Bible. It's a great tool for being good people, and that can be a whole conversation for another day. But if like a long story short, I don't know if Jesus Christ is real or if he completely died for us on the cross. I do believe in man and that we are beautiful people who will sacrifice ourselves for the greater good. So, there.
Only some.
Some
people don't give a fuck about the other person next to you.
Hell fucking not. And
the majority don't, actually.
Yeah.
No. Nope. If they got to do anything that's going to impact their own life to save you, I can tell you right now, they're not gonna. And it has nothing to do with Jesus, fucking Shiva, Buddha, fucking, you know what I mean? Johnny Cash. If it's not a necessity for that person to save you, they will not do it.
Yep.
They will not do it. I can promise you that right now.
Exactly.
And it doesn't matter if they're close to you. It doesn't matter who they are. It just, if they're going to hurt themselves to save you, they're not going to do it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
There's
definitely a majority. So
you know how it is, bro. It is what it is, man. I'm not saying I hate people, but it's just the fact of life. Okay. Well, get back to get away from the Jesus.
Jesus.
Shout out to you, Jesus, man. I hope you having a banging ass rave up there, a bunch of intergalactic kegger. something along those lines. I hope.
Shout
I
out.
hope I'm invited.
Yeah.
Let's see. Something that I believe in that majority of people don't believe. Basically, the list is. I talk about this all the time with people. And shout out to Bobby, because me and Bobby are always like saying like, "Why the fuck is this? Why the fuck is that?
Yeah.
You know, why could it be this way? It should just be."
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the whole concept of money and the way how much and how things the system that we go by, without getting sounding like Malcolm X or something like that shit.
Yeah.
But the system that we have set up is complete fucking just bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Where who the fuck makes these prices up? First off.
Yeah, seriously.
You know what I mean? Who the fuck who sits in a goddamn room and says this is gonna be a good price for that lamp?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or who makes it? I understand it comes to marketing, but basically they go about cost, how much it costs to make, how much is going to be a profit, how many they have to dish out to make money. You know what I mean? I understand that. But imagine if there was no concept of money. You feel me? Imagine that shit. Or if things were just tremendously amount cheaper to the point where people weren't out here dying for it.
Yeah. It's accessible by everybody.
Yeah, it's just something that because honestly, it really is. The other day I was looking up pictures of and I've been there too, the United States Mint for the money.
Yep.
Bro, there's fucking pallets of money. You know what I'm saying? Literally.
Just
of
chilling.
Uncut money, like uncut bills, like literally paper after paper of $100 bills, like stacks. Then they got $50 bill pallets, and they got 4, $5, 10s, you know, all the way up to 5 to, I think they got rid of the $1,000 bill now because everybody too broke to have it. So they got rid of it. So they got like the $500 bills, and there's pallets after pallets after pallets. But then the country's over here talking about how broke we are. You feel me? And like, no, you can't have that much an hour. We're broke. You're gonna kill the company if you want more. If you want $2 more an hour, we're all gonna go broke. When literally the money that we have in our hands is printed out and put to the public.
Yeah.
So just imagine that if you had a printer on your computer saying, I need $100 bills. Click, and it prints it out, and you just put it in there and put it in a closet. But then you over here have people who can't eat, who have nowhere to live. Push away the immigrants because we don't have any room for them. We don't taking our jobs. The fuck out of here with this job bullshit. You know what I mean?
Or the not room having, like, we got space,
man,
bro.
Fucking y'all, Iowa, Idaho, Montana, South Dakota, North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Kentucky. These places got like 1 million people with like massive land mass. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Get the fuck out of here, man. I don't want to hear that bullshit. And the list can go on and on, but that's probably like the number one thing that really pisses me off, because like, why is shit the way it is? And this is something that a lot of people agree with, basically the fact of that they think that it should be like this. You feel me? Like those people that support Trump. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's going to be a lot of rich white people that support it, but there's also some broke ass white people that support Trump. You know what I mean? And he don't give a fuck about nobody broke. Yo, look how he's treating Puerto Rico.
Yeah, bro.
Look how he's doing it. He has the say so. He has the green light. He has the button he can press to save everyone down there. And this motherfucker comes out of nowhere and says, Puerto Rico just wants everybody to do shit for them. And they're not trying to survive on their own. If they could survive on their own, they wouldn't be a U.S. territory, you stupid motherfucker.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Literally, they're dependent on the United States to live and operate. You know what I mean?
Because that's what America put them to. That's how they fucking that's how they entered that angle during the Spanish-American War, took the territory, and then fucking set the system up like that so that it is like that, and then made them dependent. It's literally like a fucking a drug dealer going to a crackhead and being like, why can't you support yourself? Why can't you support yourself? You ain't doing good for yourself.
Yeah,
where's that $5? Here's your crack.
Any fucking island is going to need some type of support system. You know what I mean? They're going to need help from another landmass because they don't have the fucking supplies and the growth and the environment to live off of. They don't have enough of it.
They don't have enough.
You know what I'm saying? Puerto Rico is
the logistics
100 miles long and 30 miles wide. But you better figure out a catastrophic event on your own.
Yeah.
With 3.4 million people on there, and a dominant population is elderly. But you better figure it out on your own. Fuck y'all. I hope you guys blasting that salsa now. You know what I mean? Fucking bullshit, bro. That pissed me off. But yeah, anyway, without going into a fucking hour-long rant, the concept of the exchange of goods and services, like who makes this shit up?
Yeah, like how
you know
do
what I
we get
mean?
to
Like
this
who does?
point?
Like
Instead, like what happened to the barter system?
yeah,
like I got the
something
three
like that.
chickens and shit. It's fucking debt, and I don't know why people accepted debt into their lives, but
Yeah, man. I wish there was a way that whoever during the time it was going down just stood up, like the public just stood up and said, no, you know, my life is not going to be dictated by a bunch of white dudes in suits.
yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not going to tell me how I'm going to live my life, and you're going to tell me how much shit costs. Why? You know what I mean? Like straight up, like why is it that? Why is it that much money?
Yep.
Why are you charging me for this? You know?
And I think just to touch on it more, I was having a conversation with Katie Joe, and it seems like at this point in time, there's more money digitally than there is actually paper printed. Like at this point, there's not that much physical cash in comparison to the amount of money that's being moved digitally, and it's just like, damn. Like now you can see where it's really going. They're trying to have like ethereal numbers be like money. Like, yo, this is your number, credit score, like all these numbers, the credit score, and not just bullshit. One credit score. You got 3 credit scores to do. 3 of them.
And then 3. One bureau has more pull than the other one. Exactly. But if the other 2 are low, you're still not gonna get it.
It's still exactly.
It makes no sense.
It was stupid. I remember asking this lady who was basically came to our job to talk about owning homes and how they like look at credit. And I was like, there's 3 bureaus. What particular bureau do we look at? And she goes, well, we look at the lowest number. Like, oh God. Oh, all right. Okay. I mean, thank you for the honesty, but fuck, you know?
Yeah, that's, and I guess fucked up right there.
That's like, come on, man. Credit score.
Yeah, man. And anytime I do talk like this or bring it up to somebody, there's always that question of, well, why do you live here then?
Nah, fuck all that. Nah, it's that's the broken way thing, and that's the person who's complacent, who's not a critical thinker anymore. Like they just like giving themselves up to the system. Yeah, man, we exist in a system. It's a system that at this point sort of worked. That doesn't mean we have to sit on our ass and be like, well, this is just the way it's gonna be. You know, no, that's not. No, like if we all can get a better idea of how things should work, that's what it takes. People communicating and making sure that you present a better idea, because I'm pretty sure that there's mad better ideas out there. I don't believe that this is the best way of doing it. You know?
No, it isn't. It's clearly, obviously, not the best way, because there wouldn't. You know, how many people are locked up currently because they were trying to get money?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Or a 10-second decision cost them their life.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, because they were trying to get money.
Yeah,
because they know that everything literally runs on money, to the point you're not even. The way who you are as a man gets dictated on how much money you make. You know what I'm saying? Where literally a computer system can actually just whoever runs the bank can go to your bank account and just punch in a number and press add.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yep.
That's money. That's a okay system to have, I guess. Where like literally you can add and subtract any kind of money they want. Yeah. It's just numbers. It's just bullshit. It's just fake. It's fucking fairy dust. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's literally Gil in Final Fantasy or fucking gold pieces in Dungeons and Dragons.
Like, it literally is, but it's controlled by like some other power.
That
like
gives
somebody's
it
letting you know. You know what I mean? Like what you have.
Yep, exactly. and it made it really real that it can ruin your life if you ain't got that number.
Exactly. How about that for some rapid fire?
Yep.
But on some lighter side,
I like it.
Lighter side. Last question of the day. This is.
Let's make him smile.
Say this. This is. Let's try to hit up one of the light ones, because I had one. It was. If you're about to die in a plane crash, who would you want to have next to you?
Jesus Christ, bro! No, skip.
We went. Yeah, we're skipping. Man. Is somebody trying to kill my ass or something?
You know what I mean? I don't even like planes like that.
Yeah, no, you know, if I went from Florida to LA and I had to take a fucking Xanax.
Bro, if I were to die on a plane, it's because I got kidnapped. So fuck that.
Yeah, fuck out of here with all that shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? No way. Let's see. Like, the lightest one we could finish the fucking day off with.
Let's go back to what your favorite ice cream.
Let's see. 40. What the hell? People asking some crazy shit, yo.
People got
favorite place to hide out. I'm a grown man. I don't hide out. I don't like hide. Like, what am I?
Yo, let's just do like a quick 5 questions with one word. Let's go lightning for real. Like,
I got some one worders right here,
let's
so we
do
can do it.
Vamos.
Here we go. 5 of them, and we're out of here. Sunset.
Yeah. Sunset. What about it? Orange?
I guess the first thing that comes to your mind about it, I guess.
Orange. Boom.
Orange.
How about you? Sunset. What do you think?
Nice.
Nice.
Leader or follower?
Leader.
Leader.
Nice.
What makes you smile? The fuck?
Getting loot in Destiny that I really want.
Hey,
and also my
works,
girlfriend. Man. And also my loving baby girl.
Baby, why didn't you shout me out?
Shout
That's
out.
what that was. Baby, come on. What makes you smile? I would say, I'm going to be realistic. Baby oil in a behind. Preferably my girl's behind. That's just keeping it real. I'm a guy at the end of the day. Fucking sue me. Naked or clothes?
I would say naked. Let me see that booty.
Naked, yeah, me naked too, man. You know what I mean? Yep. I sleep naked, so makes sense. Last question would be, damn, they gave me a lot of these. Where were you 2 years ago?
Not in this apartment. That's the quickest thing.
That's that pie shit right there.
That is that pie. I am his son.
Yep, that makes sense. 2 years ago, I was 2 years ago. Castleberry, Florida.
Boom.
There you go.
I like it. That was good.
Last one. This one. We got to answer this one because this seems to be this was asked 3 times.
Jesus Christ.
3 times before we did. This is the last one, people. So
we promise.
Listen up. In your 20s, right? In your 20s, obviously,
sure.
we're me and you both are past our 20s. So, were the 20s the highlight of your life, and why?
Were they the highlight of my life?
Yes, the 20s, the prime years, the years that everybody never wants to leave. You know what I mean? Like just 20s forever. Were they the highlight of your life?
I'm going to say that the later years of my 20s were the highlight of my life when I actually started figuring out what the fuck I was trying to do with my life and actually making moves on that. And I feel like my 30s are going to be way better than my 20s.
Got you.
How about you?
10-4, bro. 10-4. 20s versus now, I would say just probably the similar. I would say that basically the later 20s was a lot better than my early 20s because, you know, unfortunately, early 20s were still on some more like kiddie type of behavior. It's kiddie type of shit. I was going through a lot of relationship issues, living in and out of my mother's house and shit like that. You know, nothing more awkward than jerking off in your mother's house.
Dude, so weird.
I'll tell you that. As a grown man. Or you're getting caught too, yeah. And I've been caught a couple of times.
I've been caught at the age of 23, so I didn't like that.
You got caught at 23?
At 23, bro.
Damn, yo. In Claremont? Up in Florida?
Nah, this is when we was in Manchester for like 6 months. It was in it was the first time we moved into an apartment between the one house in East Granby and then the other house in Florida. So it was like this in between. Like I wasn't used to the space, you know what I mean? Like it was like, shit.
You didn't know the logistics of the apartment. How does it sound when somebody's walking around?
Yep. And Ma comes through and I'm like, oh fuck. Yeah.
So, who was it? Who caught you? Your ma?
Ma.
Oh.
Yeah, Mama Dukes. It couldn't have been Pa. Pa would have been like laughing and walked off like this fucking guy. But Ma, like she like stepped in, saw it, she's like, oh nope, and closed the door. Like she closed that door quick, but she didn't slam it. She was just like, and then I was
never mentioned it again.
Never mentioned it again, bro. And in fact, I'm the guy mentioning it again, so I'm gonna shut the fuck up about that.
I would yeah, that was mad awkward, bro. And I would say the early 20s were bad, and definitely far as now versus then. I would definitely probably choose now. Yeah, it's nice to be like mad young.
Now. Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's nice to, because when you're in your early 20s, like as everybody knows, you just feel like you got mad time. You feel me? You just feel like everything is just waiting for you, you know?
Yeah, that's
and right. It's always going to be there. There's no rush to do absolutely nothing. You know what I mean? And
trust,
but
that's going to change.
Yeah, but that flies by and goes away real quick, real goddamn quick. But there really is no difference between, you know, for my last conclusion is summary. There really is no difference between, as long as you're keeping yourself up and taking care of yourself somewhat, there really is no difference between you might start looking a little bit different in the face, But far as physicality, far as what you can do, far as what you're expected to do, far as what's okay and not to do, and things like that, it's pretty much the same goddamn thing. You know what I mean? There really is no damn difference, really, man. You'll just start looking a little older than you used to. Yeah. But hey, man, as men, the only thing we really want is make sure our dick is working. As long as that's working and we feel all right, and we're making some type of money, what else is there?
Nothing.
Literally, like what else is there? So don't be scared. That's all I can tell you people out there is just, anybody that approaching 30 or just hit 30, there really is no difference, man. You're expected to do the same exact thing. You got to work, you got to live, and you got to fuck. So that's the bottom line. How real is that?
As real as it gets.
Yeah,
like
man.
Pod does it, guaranteed on a box of shit. So bada bing,
read it,
bada boom, bada bam. That's what's up, bro. Man, that was a good episode, man. I like these questions that these people ask, man. That was
solid, man. I got like 50 more, so you might have to do a part 2 to this one.
We'll definitely do a part 2 soon, right?
Definitely. I got like 50 more, so I appreciate everybody who actually put those questions together and sent it to us. And, definitely.
Where can they send those questions to?
They could send it everywhere, bro. We'll get it. We could hit us up on where our podcast is available on iTunes. They can send it, hit us up on YouTube in the comments. You can even direct message us on YouTube, or even just hit us up on www.chillonthejayspodcast.com, where everything you need is right there. It's right ready there.
The links are there. Are you an Instagrammer? Links are there. You can click on the Instagram and go to our Instagram, because we got one of those.
Yep. Got a Twitter, we got an Instagram, we got all the social media platforms you may need. Exactly. So feel free to send it to us, man. And Juan,
sir,
I think that was a banging episode, bro.
It was most certainly that and more, brother.
Hell yeah. So until next time, my friend, everybody, the Jays are out of here. Check you later.